Dear friends, bonjour à tous. Aujourd'hui, c'est un moment important pour l'Afrique, Madagascar et pour la Compagnie de Jésus, parce que vous avez décidé d'établir l'association des écoles de la Compagnie de Jésus en Afrique et à Madagascar, un réseau régional fort et un développement important pour nos écoles dans cette partie du monde, mais aussi pour notre réseau mondial jésuite des écoles. Nous apprenons que nous sommes plus forts et meilleurs lorsque nous travaillons en réseau à tous les niveaux, local, national, regional, and mondial. Today, it is a time to celebrate and rejoice. Celebrate because our schools in Africa and Madagascar had decided to take this important step of creating the Association of Jesuit Basic and Secondary Education in Africa and Madagascar. A strong regional network is an important development for our schools in this part of the world, but also for our Jesuit global network of schools. We are learning that we are stronger and better when we network at all levels, local, national, regional, and global. It allows us to reach new levels of agency that benefit the service of our mission of justice and reconciliation with God, within humanity, and with creation. Our schools are challenged by difficult, complex, and evolving problems. Some of them certainly require working in collaboration with others. We know this well from our own history. Early Jesuits discovered that only if they were able to work together and coordinate their efforts, knowledge, and learnings, they could offer the kind of quality education that was needed. Today, this is even more so, and especially in your continent, where so many young people, families, and governments put their hope in education to be able to respond to the challenges that you have in your continent and that we all have in the world. In this sense, Educate Magis offers our schools a great possibility to build a global community where we can share experiences, resources, get inspiration and energy. I hope you can all take full advantage of it and help us to build Educate Magis into a vibrant online community of Jesuit Ignatian educators. The pandemic has made clear more than ever, not only that as a humanity we share a common planet and destiny, but only if we work together, we can respond to the enormity of our challenges and opportunities. This is why the Global Citizenship Program that you are beginning in collaboration with Educate Magis is so important. We really need to educate ourselves and the new generations in a new sense of global solidarity and common responsibility that we do not have now. We need to learn to work with others and develop our common responsibility for our common home, as Pope Francis has invited us to do in Laudato Si and Fratelli Tutti, and more recently in the call for building a new compact on education that can truly offer quality education to all according to current context of the world. This call for a new compact is more urgent in Africa since some of the school systems are so fragile and good education still remains elusive for most of the children and youth. Our Jesuit schools should play an important role in making the right to quality education a reality in Africa and the world. Father General Sosa calls to practice the audacity of the impossible And here is a very necessary and important step to work together. Other Jesuit regional networks have found new apostolic energy, creativity, and vigor in this collaboration. I am sure that this will happen to you too. And this new vigor will benefit our schools in Africa and Madagascar, and also empower us globally. JASBEAM begins at a very exciting moment for our global network. We had the JESERU Congress in 2017 in Rio de Janeiro. Some of you were there. And the delegates agreed on a common agenda for our schools within 13 important actions that respond to our present challenges. Father General Sosa has ratified them and encouraged major superiors and educational delegates to implement them in our schools. More recently, ICAJE, the International Commission on the Apostolate of Jesuit Education, has offered a new document, a living tradition, that renews the call for an ongoing exercise of discernment in our schools, so that we can recognize the new realities of the world and respond to them. This document also presents 10 global identifiers that today define a Jesuit school. I encourage you to accept the challenge of this document in the context of the Universal Apostolic Preferences and the Ignatian Year that is beginning in a few weeks. JASBEAM can do a lot to help the schools to know this document, use it, and implement it. It will make a big impact in the quality of our apostolate, and it will help us to see all things new in Christ as the Ignatian Year invite us. The Secretariat has also created an integrated perspective infographic to help us see how all these things are connected, and invited us to walk in the same direction. Since the world and history do not stop, Jesuit education cannot stop either. We have initiated a new cycle of global gatherings, working as a global network at the service of the mission. We are preparing now the second colloquium, JESERU Global, as a follow-up of the one we had in Boston in 2012. Your participation is very important for making our network a truly global network at the service of the mission. Some of you will join the colloquium as registered participants. The others can follow it in Educate Magis, where all the materials, videos, and keynote presentations will be available. May God bless you all and bless JASBEAM, so that we can rise to the occasion of Jesuit education in Africa and Madagascar, and that we can truly offer a quality education in the Jesuit tradition. Que Dieu vous bénisse. Et bénisse JASBEAM, afin que nous puissions nous élever à l'occasion de l'éducation jésuite en Afrique et à Madagascar. Et nous pouvons vraiment offrir une éducation de qualité dans la tradition jésuite.